I've been doing more work on the RFID side of this prop lock for LARP, and I think I've got the beginnings of a usable user interface if you're trying to hack the lock. So not the real tools that you'd use if you're a sort of a GM trying to set the game up at the start, but if you're a sneaky character trying to add another card and you've got the skill. Now at the moment I've got this card which isn't allowed, and if you wave it at the lock you'll see stuff scrolling by on the screen but nothing happens. It's not authorised for the thing. But what I can do is I can allow it, so I can go in and do a little tap code on the button here and then make it this card, then start working on the door. So let's try and use the tap code thing. So that's A. No, I've messed up already. I'll try again. Hang on, sorry. Okay, so I've messed up the tap code, but that's what happens if you don't get a tap code right. So let's try this again. That's A, L, O, so I've tapped out allow. So now it'll, after a few seconds, it'll, yeah, there you go. So I need to shorten that timer because that's quite dull, because I can see people trying it. But it's the next card that's going to get presented, it's going to allow it to access through this door. And the little beep was to tell that something's done. So there you go. Now, hopefully, next time I do this, it will beep. There you go. And that's signifying the door lock opening. So there you go, that now does it. And if we want, we can also wipe the card as well. So if I tap out wipe, that'll wipe it. So that's W. Getting better at this. It's not super easy, but it's not super hard, and it's definitely something that once you know what the codes are, it's worth writing them out as the numbers rather than... There you go, so that's wipe. So writing them out as the numbers rather than looking at the sort of like little crib sheet, and hopefully this will wipe it. That's it. The deep beep means it's wiped it. And now when I go to wave it at the machine, it shouldn't let me in. There you go, it's reading the card, so you'll see stuff scrolling by on the bottom of the screen, but it's not letting me in. So I think, I mean, that's very close to usable. I've obviously got to add all the other methods for sort of controlling and adminning the lock, and that access is specific to the lock. So as I discussed on the chat that I was having with some people, locks can have one of 256 different IDs, and cards can have access to, well, any of those. So it's kind of getting there. I'm quite pleased with it so far.